Got you out here with me today. I'm taking you on a tour of a 5-acre piece of property that I'm doing a subdividing project on. If you would, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other videos. I appreciate you stopping by. Come on, let's go check out the property and I'll show you around this subdividing project. There's the first step in any subdividing project right there that I do. That's that pink and green flag flying. It means the surveyors have been out here. And that's the first person I normally call when I'm getting started on a subdividing project. So you can see multiple flags. There's one there. There's another one back up in the trees over there as well. And then I've got another one back over there in the trees also. So this is a 5-acre tract that I bought on a judicial sale auction, basically court ordered sale of this property. Came in, cleared it out, got it looking decent, and got started on a subdividing project here. So 5-acre tract, I'll divide it into 3 approximately 1.6 acre tracts. The dimensions of this lot are approximately 330 across the road frontage, across the front here. We've got 330 feet and approximately, can't remember, I think it's 300 or 600 feet deep. I forgot. But it comes out to 1.6 acres per tract, divided equally among 3 tracts. So, and that's about it. So basically the improvements that I've made to this property are just the clearing that you see, land clearing. Came in here, had it hydro mulched, left some of the trees. But basically that allows a potential buyer to come in and, get a feel of what the property's like. If you see like the neighboring property over here, it's just a wall of trees and it's hard for them to get in there and really check it out. And what the ultimate goal is in deciding whether to subdivide or just leave it as a 5-acre tract is it opens it up to more buyers. This is zone county unrestricted basically, which means that there's not a lot of zoning laws, use regulations that you would have inside the city limits. Somebody could come out here and put a mobile home. Somebody could park RV on here and live in the RV full time. Barn dominium projects or something that happens quite a bit on properties with this sort of zoning and this location. Somebody could have a business out here and live out here as well. So they could have a dual multi-purpose zoned property. It just so many more options than in the city where there's multiple zonings, maybe simple residential, and that's about it. So this area, the key is knowing the buyer, the potential buyer, knowing the area, knowing your particular area. So, this area that we're in, I focus on quite a bit. Most of my deals are done fairly close to this property, so I'm familiar, educated on the zoning and what buyers are looking for. You've seen some of my videos where I've done RV spots, developed lots in RV spots, RV parking full time. We're near the coast, a lot of fishing tournaments, saltwater fishing tournaments, inshore, offshore, recreational fishing, weekend properties, family homes, family properties where multiple family members may have an RV and they want to have a place to stay when they come down. So I'll see that from time to time as well, where a family will buy a property and then they'll park maybe 2, 3, 4 RVs on there and have some sort of a metal building, barn or something like that, where everybody gets together as well. So this property checks all those boxes. It's important to know the utilities. So these utilities here, basically they'd have to install a water well and a septic system to service the property. But at the size of the property in this area, that's allowed. So a 1.6 acre tract is big enough to support you know, everything that I've talked about, barn dominiums, a couple RV spots, one RV spot, mobile home, custom home. If they wanted to put a house out here or something like that, plenty of property to support those things. And so it opens it up to a lot more buyers. Everybody may not want a 5 acre tract like it originally was. So they may come in and say, you know, 5 acres is too much, you know, but a 50 by 100 lot is really small compared to what I want. But a 1.6 is manageable, maintainable, and it appeals to more buyers. And then getting it cleared out like this opens it up to more buyers as well, to where if they're just looking at a straight wall of trees, it's hard for a buyer that's looking at this and a real estate agent's telling them, yeah, this is 5 acres, you could do this, you could do that, and you could tell them what they could do all day long. And but when they're staring at this, they're just staring at, you know, just a mess of trees that they can't walk into. They can't imagine it themselves. It's harder to imagine it if that. And you know, it's not as appealing to where if they look at this and say, oh yeah, we walked around out there, it was great, there's so many beautiful trees, the birds were flying around, it was quiet, you know, that was close to town but it wasn't too close to town, and there's plenty of room for your RV and my RV, and we're going to build this and we're going to build that and we're going to do this, you know, all these ideals start flowing out, and then they're sold. Whereas where they're looking at this, it's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of work, but we'll get it there. Well, that doesn't sound as exciting as, you know, imagine the possibilities, you know. So that's why a lot of times I'll clear out the properties, and that's why subdividing it into smaller tracts can unlock value. So I've got this property listed. I had it listed for 150,000 for the full 5 acres. And then when I came in here, and that probably for a couple months or so, and then and initially I had done some clearing, but not to this level. So then I came in and I had him clear the rest of it out. And that's where it got here. After I was done clearing it, which cost about $5,000, I raised the price 10,000. So then I had it listed for 159.9, I think, for the full 5 acres. And at that same time, is when I began the subdividing process, paid the surveyors, and got in there. Now it's still listed for sale for the 159,000, and it's actually pending sale at that you know, and I got a full price offer at that 159, contingent on their financing and everything going through. So I'm just going to keep rolling with my subdividing project, and if the deal goes through, fine, they can have it for the 159.9. If not, subdividing process takes a couple months, so I'll be, and they've got a 30-day contract on it. So if it goes through, fine. If not, well, I'm not going to pause my project contingent on their financing or whatever. And it's a pretty solid buyer offer from what I understand, but even solid buyers back out. So that's my plan on this property, on this subdividing project. So at 160,000, I'll go back to unlocking value. At 160,000, I could sell this. I have a contract on it for that 159.9. We'll call it 160. In these three individual pieces, what I would do is sell them for about $70,000 a piece, list them for 69.9, and see where it goes from there. And so let's say I sell them for 160 or for 65,000 a piece. That's 195,000. It unlocks another 35,000 in value. I would probably put water wells and an electric pole on each of those, which would unlock some more value or add value. So it would unlock another 35 to 50 or 60,000 after the water wells in profit on this whole deal. It unlocks value, opens it up to more buyers, and when this subdividing project's done, it's possible that the market could have gone up as well. So this will unlock value. That's the plan there. Like, even clearing the property, you know, I had it listed for 150,000 for a couple months. I had one offer on it that wanted me to owner finance a portion of it. I didn't take that because I'm not interested in collecting those payments for however many years. And then I didn't get any other offers on it. Within 2 weeks of clearing this property out like this and raising the price 10,000, we got a full price offer on the property. Told them we're subdividing it, but if they submit a full price offer, we would be good with that. So that's where we stand on this one. Spent $5,000 to clear it out, which unlocked an extra $10,000 on top of the price, and got a full price offer within a couple weeks. Thank you for checking out the video. If you would, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about the project. Let me know what you think about clearing it out like it is, as opposed to leaving it just raw land without clearing it out. And let me know your thoughts on the subdividing versus leaving it whole. And check out some of the other videos as well. If you're working on any projects or anything similar like that, doing any investing, subdividing vacant land deals, drop them in the comments and let me know as well. Appreciate everybody that's been checking out the channel. I'll see you on the next one.